Hi, I'm Julia Newhall. I'm the director of the SUDI Initiatives Office, which is the Substance Use Disorder Initiatives Office. I'm here tonight with some of my staff and our vendors. I'm going to introduce them, or they can introduce themselves.
Hi, everyone. Carrie Ann Salemi, Direct Service Coordinator. Oh, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Alber. I work with the SUDI office as well as with Healthy Streets Outreach Program.
So after I give my brief overview, Carrie Ann's going to explain a little bit more about what it is we do on a direct service level, and Chris is going to do an instructional safe syringe pickup so that if you're seeing syringes on the street, you know how to properly dispose of them. Just to give you some quick background, the SUD Initiatives Office opened in October of 2016. And it was really a collaborative effort, really spearheaded by Mayor Rigo's office, to streamline the existing programs that were already in place and try to eliminate some of the silos so that we could be more sustainable and use our resources more effectively. Our office does a range of different activities, from primary prevention to harm reduction and everything in between. We are primarily grant funded. We are funded by the Department of Public Health. We have multiple strategies that are underway. We work with people who are in need of support, but we're also involved in the schools. We're currently implementing a strategic plan which will include a prevention curriculum in the high school to prevent kids from misusing prescription drugs, and we also are involved in outreach efforts throughout the community to addresses where an overdose has taken place. So we do a bunch of things where we are located at 437 Revere Street. We have a weekly drop-in center, 5 to 8 every Tuesday evening if someone you know is in need of support or services. We have wonderful staff there who are experienced, who can work with people, and it's all free, confidential. Come in anytime. You can reach us at 781-629-4153. And you can leave a, what? Oh, sorry, that's the main line, 58. Good thing my staff is here. You can leave a confidential email on our, voicemail on our support line, and someone will get back to you within 24 hours. So I'm going to turn it over to Carrie Ann. She's going to explain a little bit more about what she does and how we're here to help you.
So, yeah, as the Direct Service Coordinator, my job primarily is to work with all aspects of the community. That includes fire, police, the community members, anybody interested in this work. And what we do is we have an outreach team on Tuesday night, like Julia talked about, and we do post-overdose door knocks, where the fire, police, and Chris at the moment is going out to these addresses that we have collected data on through police and fire, and we're offering them Narcan and resources. So when they go to the door, Chris will train them in Narcan, leave it there for the family member or the person in need, and he leaves also our pamphlet with a business card, which is my direct number for anyone to contact me if they have questions, looking for support. And I try to just navigate them in the right direction, lead them to the right person that they need to go to. You know, it's a very complex issue, so it's very difficult for people to understand how it works treatment-wise. So my job is to help navigate them and show them how to go through the process, because when it comes to treatment, it's very difficult. There's many barriers that get in the way. So I help them to remove some of those barriers to get to the next step to where they need to be. And I also, help families, let them go to support groups, that type of stuff. So, yeah, pretty much that's what I do in a nutshell. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and he'll show you his demonstration.
I'm Chris Alber again. I'm a harm reduction specialist. I work for the SUDI office as well as Healthy Streets Outreach Program. And I just want to just kind of go over how to, if someone comes upon a needle and something you may be able to do. If you know, I don't tell people if you're not comfortable don't do this, but if you are comfortable, this is a tool that you can do. Like people, we could be proactive in what's going on. If we do find something, we do find it. We want to get rid of it before someone else finds it, a child or an elderly person. And we could provide out of the SUDI office and through Healthy Streets, we could provide shops containers if anybody wants one. If they come upon a needle or a syringe in the open somewhere, there's a safety protocol. There's a safe way to actually to deal with it. So you want to put this is a shops container. It's hollow inside. You want to put the shops container on something solid on the ground, and you want to get the syringe. You want to put it tip down into the shops container. You can close up the shops container. Make sure, like I said, make sure it's on a stable ground. Like you don't want to put it on the grass because if it slips, you don't want it. You don't want any hazard of sticking yourself with it. And you can put them on these, and we can come pick them up. I mean, we're not going to be able to pick them up immediately throughout the day. But if you call up one of us over at the office, we'll be able to get someone out there soon to get it out, like within a week or so, to come pick up the shops and dispose of them properly. They should be disposed of properly. They shouldn't be put in trash containers, and they shouldn't be put, just thrown down sewers or anything. They have to be incinerated, and there's a proper way to do it, and we have access to be able to do that. That's it.
I'm going to see if anybody has any questions, but to add to that, you can also, if you have syringes and you don't want to come and get a box, you can just bring them to our department, our office at 437 Revere Street, and we can dispose of them for you there. You can also drop them off at the health department, and I believe that the police department accepts them as well. So anybody who does have them, it's all confidential, just drop them off, and we're happy to dispose of them properly. Chris, substation as well on Broadway. What about gloves, things like that? What do they need to do in terms of safety precautions other than picking it up the appropriate way and putting it into the box? Do they need to use gloves or?
If you have access to rubber gloves, it's a good idea to put a rubber glove on. You grab the needle by the back. Just, anywhere where you're not going to harm. Like you don't want to grab anywhere near where the tip is. You don't want to, to avoid any kind of sticking hazards. But if you have a rubber glove on, put on the rubber glove. Grab the syringe, put it in the container, and then just peel the glove off and throw that in the container as well, and we can dispose of them for you. So when we're out, I work for an outreach program. It's Healthy Streets. While we're out, and we engage with people that are on the streets. While we're out, we're always trying to be aware of any discarded needles while we're out. So we'll do needle sweeps. So if anybody does notice areas where they're seeing a large amounts of syringes being discarded, they can call us. We can incorporate that into our needle sweep routes. We can come by and just grab them. Like I said, it's tough. I get calls all the time. There's one here, you got to come right away. That's not feasible for me. We will do our best to kind of incorporate it into where we do our sweeps and come around and discard them for you.
And when you do call, and if you do say you want to call, please take a photo of where you're finding them, and try to be as specific as possible. For instance, they were a bunch down the beach, and we were literally looking for a needle in a haystack, trying to find them, and it's just try to take a pic, if anything around at landmarks, things like that, to tell us they're right over by this area of the beach, and that will make things a whole lot more helpful for us instead of spending hours. We certainly don't want anybody to get pricked by accident, but it's sometimes challenging to find one needle in a 2-mile beach. So, and Carrie Ann, do you want to talk about the Narcan stuff, the trainings, things like that?
Yeah, I didn't mention that, sorry. We also offer Narcan training for any family member who is living with or, someone that is actively using opiates. Narcan only works on opiates. So I know we've had people say, well, my son takes pills and, well, what kind of pills? Well, I don't know, but I need the Narcan. This only works on opiates. So if someone you love is on opiates and you're in need of Narcan, you can call me directly at 781-922-0000. Oh, 617-922-6069. And if you call me, if you cannot, I could make an appointment with you to come down the office. You're also welcome on Tuesday nights from 5 to 8. We're always there. Or I'll come out to you if you can't make it down to the office. So, Narcan is always available for someone in need in this community, just so you know. Any questions? Now that I'm up here.